So I'm in Vegas right now at my ex-husband's house, and he's laughing at me because, a lot of people come to Vegas for like the shows. The bars just opened. So when we were coming in yesterday, the traffic on the way out was the worst. I have never seen traffic like that in a long time.
Because everyone's leaving Vegas going home?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And we don't have anything to do, so I'm sure Vegas is like, let's go there. We can't do anything else.
Yes, and they just opened the bars last weekend.
Okay.
Again. So anyways, but he's laughing at me because most people are doing like entertainment shows, and then here's me. I'm going to show you. Here's me, what I'm doing. There we go. Can you see this place? I'm like staring at this menu is all I can do. They have a bacon, it's a bacon flight. Bacon. So it's 50-50 burgers. And so the bacon, all the burgers are made with 50% bacon and 50% burger. Look at these fries, man. All these little like different loaded fries. And then they have a whole bunch of different wings. Oh, he goes, are you still looking at menus? And I'm like, yeah, I came here to eat.
That's funny. But I'm not surprised.
I know. I just want to eat all the food. I don't want to, my sister's pregnant. I don't want to be going into crowds. I want to lay by the pool and eat some delicious food.
Is the backyard like a mix of like dirt and bark, or dirt and lava rock?
He's in an apartment.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
But it's all, you're exactly right. You want to see?
Yeah.
Dirt
I had a buddy that went to UNLV, and so every year we went down to Vegas a few times a year to party in his house, and that's all the scenery was. And then when he graduated, the way they did UNLV graduations was they had two graduation ceremonies. The first graduation ceremony, the keynote speaker was like the tax controller for the state of Nevada. That's the keynote speech that we were at. The second graduation, which was like the popular kids graduation, had Wayne Newton and Arnold Schwarzenegger as keynote speakers. We weren't at that one.
Right. Who was the keynote speaker at my dad's graduation?
I think I know.
Bill Cosby.
Whoo! That doesn't age well.
No. Oh my goodness. The other thing that's funny is our radio setups. So if you're new to the show or whatever, my ex-husband's in radio too. And I'll ask his permission, but his setup is so nice in his house.
Is it? I'll bet it is.
Compact, and it's like I want to buy all of the stuff that he has and just do it myself at home the same way.
Hey, you know what?
I'll have to ask him for the next, and I'll show you.
Don't let me forget to I'm telling you this now because I'll forget otherwise. Have him set up all of your stuff and ask him to check the gain to get rid of a hum, and he'll know what that means.
Okay, hold on.
You don't have to ask him now.
Later to check my gain to get rid of some hums. He said, okay, he'll do that for us. I brought like my entire studio. He's like, we need to set up all of this. I'm like, you need to walk me through some things.
That's
and I'm
awesome.
annoying him. So there's a person in radio that's like a pretty big deal that called him yesterday. And so he has the person's cell phone number, and I'm like, can we call this person? He goes, don't you dare. Right? So now my whole goal this week is to get him to call this person for me so I can say hello.
Okay. I want to, you're going to tell me who it is off the air, right?
You already know who it is.
Okay.
That's the reason I can't say their name.
Okay. We have our friend Lucas that also works in the building with us. He's really good friends and with Mayor Tubbs of Stockton. And, they have that documentary on HBO, Stockton on My Mind, right? Yeah. So Lucas and Mayor Tubbs talk together I think they text every once in a while. And so he and I were talking because if you go through this guy's contacts, Mayor Tubbs knows a lot of famous people. And so I'm like, dude, if you're that tight with him, can you please three-way call me with him? And can we ask him to call some people in his contacts? And I don't think that he knew that I was joking. And so he was like, dude, I don't think I can do that. I don't think I can really ask him.
Yeah, dude, as soon as he couldn't believe that I go, can we call them? And he goes, absolutely not. Are we using their personal cell phone number for you? And I'm going to be by Wednesday, I'm going to hit up this person on social media and be like, hey, I'm name dropping my ex-husband. I'm at his house. Can you call us? And he's going to be so mad at me. Watch. I'm going to
do it.
My job to annoy him.
It's a big responsibility when you have somebody's phone number like that. The biggest phone number I had in my contacts. What's the biggest number you've ever had in your contacts?
The biggest number I had in my contacts was probably Elliott Sadler. He's a race car driver.
Okay. For me, it was, and he's huge locally, and he was in the NBA, but his name's Chuck Hayes, and he grew up in Modesto. Yeah. I had his number in my contacts for a real quick minute when we were partnering with him when he had his basketball camp here in Modesto before he moved to Denver. He lives in Denver now. But that was one of those, like, I had it, and I knew he would reply if I texted, but I never did because I didn't want to abuse the power, you know?
Yeah.
So I think I had his number, and I never texted him one time except for, hey, we're sending some winners your way. And that was it, you know?
Yeah. 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 And you can't. And if people ask you, can you call this person for me? You can't.
Right.
Like, and so I understand exactly where he's coming from. But at the same time, I'm like, come on, bro. Please.
And then I think I had Weird Al Yankovic's phone number. I don't know if it was him or maybe his manager, but I'm pretty sure it was him because his number came up on our caller ID when he called in to do the interview. And I wrote it down and I kept it somewhere and I can't find it now, but only because I was like, is this really his number on the caller ID right now? This can't be it.
Yeah, right.
So I kept it anyway, just in case.
No, my ex holds his phone close to himself because he was married to me. And he, artists call him and text him all the time.
Yeah.
So,
wouldn't it? I mean, who has more? Was it Spider-Man?
He's had artists call me before. Like, he's been cool where he's like ran into my favorites in lobbies and stuff. And he's like, hey man, can you give my ex-wife a call?
Right.
She's really into you. And he's done it. But this one, he won't let me budge on this one. I've tried. And I think it's not an artist. I think it's because we're in the same business. And he's like, I'm not letting you do that.
Right. This is one of those where he's looking, he's like, you know better.
Yeah. Right?
Why are you asking? It's like when the kid comes out and he's like, hey, is tonight the night that I can juggle the knives and stay up until 3 a.m? No.
Right.
Why would that be different?
I'll get it out of him. You watch. He's proud of you. I'm going to get it out of him. I'm going to talk to that person by the end of the week. You watch.
You know what? I have full faith in you. No part of me right now is like, well, maybe.
What else should I do? And my ex-husband, I don't want to be going into casinos and getting all gross and stuff. Like I said, my sister's pregnant. After this trip, we're really locking down since we found out I'm going to be an auntie again.
Yeah.
I don't know. What else should I eat and stuff? I saw that Hell's Kitchen with Gordon Ramsay, but I'm not in the mood for fancy. Like, I want, mess up my face, nasty food,
Okay, how long are you there for?
A week.
Okay, so I think that you ought to set aside some time for something fancy because now, granted, okay, this is a little bit different though because you're going to be in Vegas probably more than you ever have before.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go. Okay, so my ex-husband set me up at this hotel called The D, and everybody says that the steakhouse in there is the best. So I think when I stay there this weekend at The D, that I'm going to go to that steakhouse.
Okay.
And it is called
the D Casino and Hotel. Ooh, look at this.
This is in the Old Strip.
This is okay. So this is on the covered. This is the covered street strip. This is what's that? Fremont Street. No,
it's called Andiamo Steakhouse, and they have a tomahawk on their menu that is calling my name.
If I send you a screenshot, can you throw it up on our stream?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'm sending you a screenshot right now because I have a question for you.
Okay, let me go.
And I'm feeling so proud of myself right now because do you ever clean up your desktop on your
Yes.
I cleaned up my desktop this past weekend, so I only have 6 icons on it right now. And
are you sending it on Facebook or where are you sending it to me?
I'm sending on your Facebook Messenger. There you go. If you can throw that up for me.
Yeah, sure. Let me see. Here we go.
But I got down to 6 icons. And so now, because before it was I had icons and then icons stacked on icons.
Okay, so oh wait, that's the menu of the steakhouse. Let me see.
which is titled porn on Madden's computer.
Yeah. Okay. So is this what we're looking at?
Why does every single casino owner look like Rodney Dangerfield ate a mob boss? Why does every single casino owner look like he's slurping down oysters on the half shell and going, if you mess with me, you're going to swim with the fishes, see?
Because they are.
You want to come in here? I'm going to break your legs. Check in with Jimmy Lips. He's got Bobby Fish over there, and they're going to get you with the sea bass.
Oh, is this the guy who owns the D? Is his name that's popped up when you?
Yes. That's the gentleman. That's the gentleman you need to check in with when you want to, make your reservations and do some gambling and find out what pay-per-view options are available in your room. Every hotel owner looks like they have a pinky ring and they have buckets with cement in them, just ready to add water and drop you to the bottom of the ocean.
Well, don't mess with their casino, I guess, right? Yeah, I'm not a big gambler anyway. And I'm definitely going to go to the stadium because I can't come here and not see the new Las Vegas Raiders stadium.
Right. I absolutely. I mean, do they have any home games while you're there?
What?
Do they have any home games while you're there?
No, I don't know where the Raiders play this Sunday. Raiders. I'm not gonna be here this week. I'll leave Sunday morning because, like I said, Sunday night on the way in here was crazy. That was.
So
yeah.
I wonder.
Have a home game.
They did, but you're not going to be there. You're going to be heading home already.
No.
I wonder if the black hole in Las Vegas is.
That owner's cool.
Oh, does he?
Mm-hmm.
Cindy Linegang knows everybody everywhere. We could be like, there's this bar in Idaho called Snubbins, and Cindy would be like, yeah, if you go into Snubbins, in the back, they have this really low-key casino machine that they're not supposed to have, and the owner, his name's Micah, he'll come out and he'll make strawberry daiquiris with you.
Well, Cindy can talk to anybody. Cindy's great.
I know. It's awesome.
Thank you so much.
He'd be like, I'm looking for a place to take my kid in New Hampshire.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, well, let me look in my New Hampshire folder.
And there's this alien jerky place that you see on the way in and on the way out, but it's an hour outside, and I'm probably not going to see it on the way out. So I'm going to probably just take an hour to myself and go drive to this beef jerky place.
I have a Raiders question for you.
Okay.
So Raiders fans.
Okay.
Well, we know that Raiders fans are very, very passionate.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the black hole in Oakland, I think, was famous for not necessarily being a super safe place to sit, right?
Yeah.
It would get pretty ruckus there. Do they have the black hole in Las Vegas? And are there? What's that?
I guarantee as soon as they start getting fans into that stadium, they're going to make a black hole.
Well, that was going to be my next question is, do you think that the Las Vegas Raiders will have a strong home fan support showing, or do you think that it will mostly be tourists coming through?
I think that's a good question. I think they're gonna have strong home games.
And will the black hole, if they have,
because it's not far from the people who were big Raiders fans in Oakland, and now they all have an excuse to come to Vegas for the weekend.
So now going to a Raiders game as a Raiders fan is like a okay. So if you go Allegiant Airlines out of Stockton down to Vegas, I mean, you can get a round trip. So you pay $100 for tickets. If you pay another $150 for round trip airfare, I guess, then it's a little more expensive, but it's a destination. We're going to go see the Raiders games and hang out in Vegas with my friends this weekend kind of thing. Then I guess.
Yeah, I think
what it
so
would be.
Too. Yeah.
Because I was just wondering if the black hole would lack the same sort of passion that it had in Oakland. If it would be a little more, I think part of the draw to the black hole was it wasn't really high class. If you went to the black hole, you knew that you were going into the ditches. I wonder if it's going to be the same here.
At a rock concert.
I wonder if it'll be the same here, or if it will get the Vegas treatment where you go in the black hole, but it's this is the black hole where there's champagne and caviar.
I know, Cindy. That's why I want to go there too, is for the hot sauces too. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I think they will. It'll be rowdier.
You think it'll be rowdier?
Even if it's a new set of fans every week, it's going to be Vegas style fans.
Okay, so they're going for the experience. I'm going to sit in the black hole.
I'm not even a Raiders fan, and if I was going to a game on Sunday, I would Raiders it up, dude, and just go hard. It's Vegas.
Doesn't Vegas do that? Like, I've never in my life wanted to go to a Britney Spears show until she had a Vegas residency, and then I wanted to go see a Britney Vegas residency.
Yes.
Right? Like Cher. I've never once in my life wanted to go to a Cher show, ever. In fact, if somebody came to me and said, I've got Cher tickets, and it was anywhere else, I'd be like, eh. But in Vegas, I'd go.
You go.
You go.
Yeah, you go to Barbra Streisand or whatever, you go.
Is Carrot Top performing in Vegas right now?
I looked if he's performing in Atwater.
Okay.
Like, I don't know where Carrot Top is performing, if anywhere.
I think he's one of the longest running Vegas residencies in history. And if he has a show, I know it sounds stupid. I know you saw Carrot Top at the Stanislaus County Fair. That is not a Carrot Top show. Carrot Top in Vegas to this day is one of the best non-concert shows I've ever seen.
Yeah, he's still here. He's still at the Atrium showroom at the Luxor.
Oh my gosh, go see him. Your husband can get tickets.
I know. That was the funniest thing is when Joe started working here, and I'm like, can you get tickets to the shows, or is it because there are so many radio stations? He goes, are you already asking me for tickets? I'm like, yeah.
When my buddy was a programmer at a cluster of radio stations in Vegas a few years ago, and literally like any ticket that he wanted. I don't know if it's changed now, but I'm telling you.
When we've visited before, we're not even in the market, and the places gave us tickets to everywhere we went.
If you go see a Carrot Top show and you don't like it, I will go to the Save Mart and get you a 2-pound ribeye cooked for you.
Okay.
If you don't like it, but I promise you, it's when we went, and my ex at the time was just like you when it came to Carrot Top. Ugh. And when we left, she was giddy. It was that good.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
I'm staking half of my reputation when it comes to recommendations on this one.
Okay, I'll check it out. It might. Okay, I believe you and I agree with you. It might not be this trip because, like I said, I don't want to be in crowds. Like I don't want to.
I get you. Yeah.
Even though Murphy's all last weekend with 10 of my girlfriends.
But that's your quarantine.
My quarantine.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. I'll be broadcasting from here all week. I'll keep you guys updated on what we're doing, and we will see you guys at 8:30.
Bye.
Bye.